Hello everyone, I'm Ranim Daour from 12B from DNS School, and today I'm going to talk about mental disorders, which is related to health and science. Mental disorders or mental illnesses are conditions that affect your thinking, feeling, mood, and behavior. They may be ecogenital or long lasting, such as chronic. They can affect your ability to relate to others and function each day. So, we're gonna start with anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorder differs from normal feeling of nervousness and anxious and involve excessive fear of or anxiety. Anxiety disorder are most common of mental disorders and affect nearly 30% of adults at some point in their lives. First of all, phobias. Excessive fear of an object or a situation. I can't say everyone has a phobia, but at least we know people who have phobias. Phobias from heights, spiders, cats, water, sea, many other things. Obsessive disorder, which is OCD or over obsessive compulsive disorder, is a common chronic and long lasting disorder in which a person has an uncontrollable reoccurring thoughts or behaviors that he feels the urge to repeat over and over. Symptoms feel of dirt, doubting and having difficulty in tolerating, need, needing things order in an order, in a specific order. Panic disorders. Panic disorders is an anxiety disorder where you regularly have sudden attacks of panic or fear. Everyone experiences feelings of anxiety and panic at certain times. It's a natural response to stressful or dangerous situations. Symptoms: racing heart, sweating, chills, difficulty breathing, weakness, or dizziness. So, depression and bipolar. Depression, or a major depressive disorder, is a common and serious medical illness. As we know, we always hear the word depression, but not everyone has a depression. If you have a depression, it should be lasting for at least 2 months. It's a medical illness that negatively affects how you feel, the way you feel, and how the way you think and how you act. Symptoms: feeling of sadness, frustration, low of interest or pleasure in most or all normal activities, sleep disturbances. Bipolar disorder is related to depression but in another way. It's a cause extreme mood swing that include emotional highs, such as maniac, and low depression. Lasts for at least 7 days, could last for months and years. In a simple way, bipolar is when you go through two different periods of times where one of them you feel extremely happy to the point where you can't sleep, you have an increased activity of energy, a really high well-being and self-confidence, unusual talkativeness, racing thoughts, and the other period of time you feel depressed, low, sad, frustrated, and you lose interest in everything. Psychotic disorders are mental disorders that cause abnormal thinking and perceptions. One of the main psychotic disorders is schizophrenia. Is a serious mental disorder in which people interrupts relating abnormally. It may result in some combination of hallucination and extremely disordered thinking and behavior that impresses daily functioning and can be disabling. People with this disorder require lifelong treatment. Simple words: having multi-personality disorder, having more than one personality. You could see this in the film Split if you want to. Lastly, eating disorder and sleeping disorder. We can see this in teenagers all the time. Eating disorders are characterized by abnormal or disruption eating habit. They are quite common. You could, by eating disorders, you could be eating a lot or you're not eating at all. How to know if someone has an eating disorder? Weight loss, dieting, controlling food, eating specific food, appears uncomfortable eating around others, or uncomfortable with people eating, or uncomfortable around food in general, and skipping meals or taking small portions of meals at regular meals. Sleeping disorder is a condition that impairs your sleep or prevent you from getting restful sleep, and as a result can cause a daytime sleepiness and other symptoms. Everyone can experience problems with sleep disorders from time to time. However, you might have a sleep disorder if you regularly experience difficulty in sleeping. These disorders mainly should last for at least months, so you could be diagnosed with them. At the end of the day, having these disorders is not something you should be ashamed of, because we're all humans. We all go through things and go through hard times. But you don't forget that you're strong and you can move on. And please remember, it's not something wrong or to be ashamed of or bad to go to a therapist or a psychologist for help. And thank you for listening.